Hello YouTube, what's up? My name is Chicken Fried Rice, and today we are going to be playing some Ruse. Now, today I plan to do a Battle Station Pacific video, but this game sort of outraged me so much that I decided that I was going to post this. So, during this game, I am playing with Bram Barristern, which is a, actually, this guy is someone who contacted me through Steam, and he's fairly new at Ruse. He's level 50, and he wanted to play with me just to get some basics down. So this is my first game with him, and I wanted to see what he did. So he's going to do a classical heavy Russian infantry rush. In the meantime, I'm going to go here, build a secondary depot, and I'm going to kind of create an economy there and a huge amount of tanks. Now, the reason why this game outraged me so much is because, first of all, his infantry rush should have succeeded because he pretty much executed it perfectly. But the other thing is this. We are currently 1 minute and 20 seconds in the game, and look at this. This asshole here is hacking, which is pretty obvious by the fact that he's making admins like if it was nothing. So this guy is being a complete ass clown and making admins non-stop. Now when I say non-stop, I mean he already has like at least I don't feel like counting. He has a shitload of admins. In the meantime, this guy is spamming out infantry like crazy. Now the ideal thing would have been to cancel because he got pair dropped here and he didn't notice. So that's kind of a new beginner mistake. The guy in the middle surrenders because he realized we're screwed. But the British guy doesn't do anything with this because he's focusing on the incoming infantry spam. Now what he should have done is devoted all infantry towards the British guy. But already the British and the American are feeling the benefits of that shitload of admins that this guy has made. Now when I say benefits, it's because all income in Ruse is shared. So if this guy has a crap load of admins, and these guys get extra money. So obviously these guys are in a position, a superior position, which is why his attack here is failing. Also because he does not have a ruse support because he lost his building. So in the meantime, this guy just pumped out a shitload of medium tanks. I thought these were Japanese light tanks because Japanese light tanks are only $5 a piece, which would make very much a lot of sense. So he sends one last desperate push, but too late, man. Look at this guy. He has got this whole entire place covered with admins, and you ask me, it's really ridiculous. Like, this guy is ruining the game completely. In the meantime, I literally now have the economy of 3 players. What's going to happen is he is going to surrender once his last push fails. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to get all of these depots. So I'm getting the income of 3 people. That should be perfectly able. I should be perfectly able to build a larger stack than one Japanese guy. But he already has that many admins, and this just frustrates me. Like, look at this. I can't do anything against this guy. But what's surprising is how I managed to beat him, and it's because hackers aren't necessarily the best players. They just have a shitload of money because of their hacks. That does not mean that they know how to use their units. Now, look at this stack that he's making. It is growing intensively by every second. If you look at this guy's spamming out anti-tank guns, and these anti-tank guns, and a shitload of medium tanks all at the same time. I had called hacks on him, and he didn't. Well, he was like, yeah, no, I'm not hacking and all that, but it's obvious when someone is hacking. And the British guy who's feeling the benefits of all those admins is now up to 6 airfields, which is the reason why I do not win this game. You can't really blame me for not winning this game. You can't even see the top of this guy's tower of units, which is very unfair. And the British guy is completely owning me right now, which puts me in a position I don't want to be. So I decided to devote all my funds to making tanks. In the meantime, this guy has never stopped making anti-tank guns. You know, when I say never, he's just, look at that. Every single, let's bring it down to a regular speed. So he's making an anti-tank gun, at least 1 or 2, 3 per second. We'll say that about the average. So, bring it back to 4 times speed. So I realized that if I just keep waiting, this guy's just going to keep making, because he's just making purely anti-tank guns. Now, the only reason why I was able to beat this guy is because I know how to use Italian units, and apparently this guy has no idea how to use Japanese units. So I'm going to slow things down for you guys. First thing I do is, well, I'm getting completely ambushed, which is not very surprising. But he placed all his anti-tank units so that the second I come around this corner, my M15s are in range of his anti-tank units, which is very bad for him because his AT is good at picking off units at long range. They can do it at close range too, but that also means my units can fire back. As you can see, I'm completely outnumbered. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to drive right past these guys. The trick with anti-tank guns, like the Japanese one, is you drive right past it. And for then, the Japanese AT to be shooting at you, they need to completely turn around, which is a good advantage to have, because right now, I'm completely bashing his army apart. So I was thinking of doing is going straight for the American dude, which had a bunch of long toms and shit. But I decided to divert my army. What I should have done is I should have split off a group, because the British guy is really what gets me in the air. I had nothing to compete with his air because he bombed everything. So this was all I had left, really. And so I'm going in here, and look at this. By 13 minutes in the game, he's maxed out all his admin's room. And so this giant stack of tanks, which is what, a good 30, at least a good 30 to 40, 50 tanks that I'm sending in. These guys I should have split off. But I go in here and I start picking off all his admins. So he knows he's done. He's going to surrender. And that's the good thing about this game. So I managed to take down the hacker. That I am very proud of, because I did not stand much of a chance against that guy. And I should have gone around and kept taking out all his admins, but I decided not to. And since these admins were made from hacked money, the second this guy surrenders, all of his admins disappear. You'll see, it's very interesting. So I'm going to double speed, and I'm going to quadruple speed, and then all of a sudden, all his admins blow up, okay? At the place of being surrendered to his teammates. But this guy already has 2 billion fighter bombers, which I cannot take on. And if I would have had a fanaticism right here, I would have been able to push through and take him out at his base. Sadly, I did not have that. All my units are routed, and that is the end of my legendary push. Now I have to say that under the circumstances, I think I did quite well, because I managed to take down that little hacker, which is an asshole, by the way. And just so you guys know, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys what the name of that hacker is. And I want to make sure that, I want you guys to make sure that if you're ever in a ruse game with this guy, that you do not play with him and you give him a bunch load of shit for hacking like an asshole. So, like, any push I try and do now at this point is impossible with the units I have now. If I would have been able to sneak some units in there, that would have been awesome. But I wasn't. They got wrecked. And there's nothing else to say, guys, to this. Just hackers and ruse. Make sure this guy pays. I'm going to give you his name in 1 second. Overview. This guy, Manchester. If you ever go up against Manchester, kick his ass, army, and actually just don't play against him, because don't ever play against him or with him, because he is a pure ass hacker. Look at this. His admin income is ridiculous. So I'm going to leave you guys on that note, and as usual, guys, thanks for watching. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe. Check out our Steam group if you want to contact me to play or have help in ruse. And I'll see you guys all next time.